In this video, we're going to cover configuring the Anchor rig vehicle. So to access our vehicle's configuration, we're going to click on the Setup tab and click on Vehicles. And I'm just going to click on the Add item. And for the name, I'm just going to use Anchor rig. You can type a description in here if you want. I'm not going to. If you want to change your default color, you can do that as well. I'm going to leave mine as yellow. And the 3D model isn't required. If you're going to be using the 3D environment, then you would select your model here. I'm going to go ahead and select one and click on Next. Right here, we're going to click on Import and import the rig outline. And you'll see when we click import, it takes us straight to the folder where the DWGs are. And we're going to select rig and click open. And you have to select the associated AutoCAD layer for the outline. So I'm going to select 0 and click on OK. And you'll see our rig outline right there. Another thing to note is look at the source file units and make sure they're correct for the drawing. And you can verify that right here by the outline height and width. And we're going to click on Next. So CRP position, we have to create a new calculation for each vehicle. And this calculation will just allow us to add the I/O devices to track this vehicle later on down the road. So I'm going to hit Add New Rigid Body Calculation. I'm going to leave this for now and click Next. It's asking for offset locations. I'm going to leave this and click Finish. I just like doing that and getting the vehicle created first, and then we can go back in and set up the calculations and the static offsets. So we finished the configuration of our vehicle. You'll see that we can see Anchor rig in the left side of the window now. However, we still need to go in and finish the configuration of the calculations and static offsets. So we're going to click on the Calculations tab. So you'll see we have a couple tabs down here. You got Geographic 2D, Horizontal Velocity, Elevation, Heading, and Pitch and Roll. And these are where you're going to assign your devices that you would set up in the device window. So for the purpose of this video, I'm going to be running simulators. So for my Geographic 2D, I'm going to click this drop down, click on Simulation, Anchor rig, and that's going to be spitting out my position. And I'm going to do the same thing for the heading. And click on Apply. So you would go through here and add all the devices that pertain to your project. For a vehicle outline to show up on the 2D map display, you only have to have a Geographic 2D position and a heading. So I'm going to click on our static offsets. And to add an offset, all you have to do is click the plus sign to add item. You can double click in here and give a name, and I'm going to name this Fairlead 1. And then all you have to do is double click in the values to change them. And I'm also going to change this origin. I'm going to name this the drill stem. Okay, so I went through and added all my Fairlead offsets. You can actually do this in the Anchor configuration as well. I just prefer to do it here in the vehicle because it seems a little bit easier. I'm not going to go into all these tabs on the static offsets, but it's pretty much, you can set up snail trails or change your graphics if you want. I have other videos covering that. I just wanted to make one more note while we're in the vehicle configuration window. You only want to add the Anchor rig vehicle since we're dealing with the Anchor Manager station. You don't want to add the tugs. We're going to add the tugs when we create the tug stations later on. So we'll click Apply and click on OK. And if I zoom down into my map, you'll see my rig is showing up now. This concludes part 3. In part 4, we're going to cover configuring the anchors.